Good evening, Mrs. Acquisto, Mrs. Dancy, Mrs. Jeffrey, Mrs. Milner, Mr. Vilakazi, Reverend Leah Maruma, members of the combined management and Andrian team, Chair of our board, Mrs. Pasi Panodia, and members of our board who are here tonight, PA representative, Mr. Pillay, Old Girls representative, Ms. Naidu, junior school staff, parents, and of course, our grade 6 and 7 girls. And please forgive me if you were here this morning, because I am going to repeat my speech. But they do say, if you pick up a different message the second time round, you know it's a good speech. So you can tell me afterwards how I did. 2023 has been a year of immense contrast. We have faced difficult challenges that have ironically created wonderful opportunities. We have experienced concerning conflict that has unearthed deep compassion. We have witnessed tragedy, followed by mighty miracles. We have been scarred by false impressions, yet at the same time have not allowed our desire for the truth to wane. We may have been divided in our confidence for the future of our country, yet we remained united in our belief that the Springboks and the Proteas would do us proud. Even our weather patterns have been in disarray. One day glorious and hot, the next day plummeting to temperatures that have us reaching for our winter jackets. There have been celebrations and setbacks, laughter and tears, lessons gained and lessons learned. And then there has been that magical moment where we have had the opportunity to choose hope, embrace brave, and to rise strong. Such is the conundrum of life. Despite the complexities of our world and our multifaceted existence, we always have choices. Choice is the most powerful tool we own. Everything boils down to a choice. We exist in a field of infinite possibility. Every choice we make closes an endless set of doors, but at the same time opens a multitude of additional opportunities. At any given time, we can change the direction of our lives by one simple choice. As with most things in life, we have easy choices that come naturally, and then we have more challenging choices that take time or willpower. It has been said that difficult times stimulate growth in a way that good times cannot. Facing challenges and navigating one's way through obstacles builds resilience. Knowing that one can overcome hurdles, learn from struggles, and benefit from mistakes lays a solid foundation for success in later life. Though we may not always realize it, life's constraints can sometimes inspire us to strive for heights we may not have otherwise reached. This is an important lesson for children who are navigating the sometimes difficult journey of learning. Because the truth is, some of the most successful people in the world have overcome tremendous obstacles to reach their goals. Starting close to home, we all know the inspiring story of our Springbok captain, Siya Kolisi, whose journey from an adverse upbringing to becoming captain of a back-to-back Rugby World Cup winning team is a story that transcends the boundaries of the game itself and symbolizes something far greater. When opportunity comes knocking, you must be ready, has been a philosophy often quoted by Siya Kolisi. In his life documentary entitled Rise, Siya highlights his conscious decision to always choose to be ready for opportunity. His story is a perfect example of the concept of rising strong. One step further, the Springboks took it one step further and not only encouraged us, but showed us how to be. #stronger together, and how 1 point can make a difference. Born in the small town of Piet Retief, Mpumalanga, Pretty Yende has become a global sensation for her acclaimed operatic and solo performances worldwide. She debuted at the Latvia National Theatre as Michaela in the opera Carmen, and has gone on to perform on some of the world's most renowned opera stages. Having always sung at home with her family, Pretty Yende was inspired to learn opera, and so she made the conscious choice to ask her high school teacher for assistance. Moving to the international stage, there are few who have had as vast an impact on our entertainment world as Walt Disney. This year, we celebrate 100 years of Disney. As co-creator of Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney helped to create one of the most popular and well-known cartoon characters in the world. As the founder of Walt Disney Studios, he was an artist who changed animation and filmmaking forever, and his creations have been delighting and inspiring audiences for 100 years. He chose, when he came up against challenges, not to see them as failings, but as things that helped him to become the great visionary and businessman he was. His famous quote, "If you can dream it, you can achieve it," further encapsulates the essence of rising strong. Like Sia and Pretty, Walt Disney also faced many obstacles. He was put to work at just 9 years of age and had only an 8th grade education and almost no formal training in art, and he suffered multiple business setbacks. But he made the choice to soldier on and to pursue his dream. It is important to remember that the road to the success and influence experienced by Sia, Walt, and Pretty did not happen without constant hard work, an unwavering belief in their dreams, and positive choices. Some of the most well-loved Disney movies provide further examples of forms of inspiration in how to apply the concept of choosing hope, embracing brave, and rising strong. Let's start with choosing hope. Simba, the tenacious yet complex lion, overcame emotional and physical obstacles throughout The Lion King, including being blamed for the death of his father. He grew up with unusual role models in Pumbaa and Timon, yet he still managed to face down hordes of bloodthirsty hyenas to avenge Mufasa death and bring peace to the Pride Lands, releasing them from the grip of the evil Scar. Simba teaches us that there is always hope. Even when the world grows grey and barren, there is still a chance to save it. Embracing brave. What better example could we find for embracing brave than Marlin the clownfish looking for his lost son Nemo? This beautiful movie about family and friendship and a father who will do anything to find his son, told in fish form in the Disney movie Finding Nemo, is an emotional roller coaster and an inspirational story. Throughout the movie, Marlin had to make several bold choices and embrace brave situations to find his son. Another crucial theme in the movie that continuously appears throughout is about not giving up. Dory's mantra of "just keep swimming" is the perfect analogy for not giving up, no matter how tough it gets. Even when faced with adversity, she reminds us to keep swimming as currents and tides change, and soon we will find ourselves in calmer waters. And finally, rising strong. In the Pirates of the Caribbean series, Elizabeth Swann starts off as an unknown, a governor's daughter longing for adventure. She has no sword skills, no fighting experience, and is forced to wear the latest fashion from London, including tight corsets. Yet, by the end of the first movie, she is given orders to the pirate crew, freed Captain Jack Sparrow from the gallows, broken tradition and married the man she wanted to, rather than the one her father chose for her. By the end of the trilogy, she is captain of her own ship, has survived a sea monster attack, and she has become the Pirate King. Bucking trend after trend, Elizabeth Swann is a woman refusing to live by tradition in a man's world, breaking glass ceilings with every stride she takes. Now, this is the part that I want you to listen closely to, girls. Whether fictional or real, the various characters and people I have highlighted share a common legacy. They have all faced adversity in some form or fashion, yet they made a conscious choice to rise, and to rise strong. Inspired by the various stories and unique paths, I have aimed to find common themes that they all apply to their lives. How did they rise strong? I have summarized the various themes by using the acronym RISE, so listen carefully. R, reach for your dreams. Walt Disney was big on dreams, which is a common theme in many of the Disney movies. He believed that all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Have the courage. I, invest in hard work. There is no success without hard work. Whether you are training on the rugby field, or preparing to sing at the opera house, or completing your homework tasks, hard work is inevitable. Work hard. And S, stay the distance. Keep working at it. Pursue your dreams. Don't give up. Try and try again. Remember, just keep swimming. And finally, E, embrace opportunities. Sia was ready. He embraced his opportunities, and it made all the difference. Be ready. When asked what advice he would give to those pursuing their dreams and aiming to be successful one day, Walt Disney replied, "There is only one way to get started, and that is to quit talking and begin doing." Remember that a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. And a dream comes true, girls, because of choices. So this brings us full circle, back to choices. As I said in the beginning of my address, choice is the most powerful tool we own. Everything boils down to a choice. At any point, we can change the direction of our lives by making one simple choice. The holiday period is often a time of reflection for the year past and a time of planning for the year ahead. As we ponder this space, here is the question: what will your choice for 2024 be? To our grade 7 girls, earlier this year we put on the magnificent production of The Little Mermaid, another Disney favorite. I thought it apt to select a quote from this Disney feature to share with you as you leave the junior school. In bidding farewell to the Little Mermaid, Sebastian the Crab reminds her, "You've got your own style. Now let it shine through. And remember, no matter what, you've got to be you." Go well, grade 7s. You have been a phenomenal year group. The legacy you leave is a beautiful one, and we will miss you. Grade 6s, Alice in Wonderland was right when she said that every adventure requires one first step. Your leadership adventure in grade 7 awaits. Be brave. Make the choices to take the first step and the right step. We are excited to see where this adventure will take you. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the junior school staff. You are a remarkable team. It was the beloved Olaf from the Disney movie Frozen who said, "Love is putting someone else's needs before your own." You do that every day. Thank you for sharing your gifts of service, love, and passion with our girls. Your commitment and dedication to our chosen profession is awe-inspiring. I know how much you give of yourselves and how invested you are in each and every pupil. Thank you for your service. It does not go unnoticed. We thank you for all that you are and for all that you give. Thank you to Mr. McCumber, Mr. Manson, and their reliable teams for their ongoing support of the junior school and for all the work that happens behind the scenes that keeps our school looking beautiful and our functions running smoothly. We appreciate your hard work. To my fellow heads, Mrs. Acquisto, Mrs. Jeffrey, Mrs. Dancy, Mrs. Milner, and Mr. Vilakazi, thank you for the wisdom that has been shared and the insights that have been gained throughout the year. We have perfected Dory's lesson and have been able to just keep swimming. I think she would be proud of us. To our heads of school and junior school staff who are leaving us, Mrs. Acquisto, Mr. Vilakazi, Ms. Badenhorst, Mrs. Edmeads, Mrs. Miller, and Mrs. Murphy. We thank you for all that you have contributed to St. Andrews. We wish you well in your endeavors and look forward to hearing about your next exciting chapter. To quote from the poignant Disney movie, The Fox and the Hound, "Goodbye may seem forever, farewell is like the end, but in our hearts remain the memories of very dear friends." Thank you to the board and the PA for their ongoing interest and support of the junior school. Your wisdom and expertise are greatly appreciated. To Mrs. de Kock, Mrs. Canoni, Ms. Mzanyati, and Mr. Townsend, the work you do for the junior school is significant. Thank you for always ensuring that our special school shines brightly and that the sustainability of our school remains a key focus. To my PA, Mrs. Rosari, thank you for your positive outlook on life and for always choosing to see the best in everyone. It was Cinderella who said, "Have courage and be kind. Where there is kindness, there is goodness, and where there is goodness, there is magic." You create magic every day with your calm and gentle nature. I am blessed to work with you. To my two incredible deputies, Mrs. Maestri and Mrs. Markides, thank you for your outstanding work this year and for all that you do. You are dream builders. You design, create, build, inspire, and action all the magic that happens in our spaces. You are beautiful fairy godmothers, waving your wand and making all our dreams come true. I remain eternally grateful to you both. As always, I reserve my final and most heartfelt thanks for my husband Jacques and my two sons, Joshua and Nicholas. Thank you for respecting and supporting the work I do. You remain my once upon a time and my happily ever after. In conclusion, as we approach the end of the year, let us be mindful of our choices. My wish for our community is that we will follow the example of the 3 wise kings and the dutiful shepherds, and that when we choose, we will choose wisely and remember the words of Nelson Mandela. May your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Right now, in this moment, I choose to be grateful, and I give thanks for the lessons of 2023. Thank you.